Music box of destiny, the shadow of the Lanterna. Twilight sky over Trieste was the color of a bruised plum. Emmy and Julian walked along the Molo Fratelli Bandiera, the long stone pier that stretched into the sea. The wind was colder here, carrying the scent of deep water and old secrets. "We are close, Julian," Emmy whispered, holding the red gem tightly. The stone was no longer violet. It had returned to a fierce, pulsing crimson, vibrating in sync with her heartbeat. To their left stood the famous wall of Il Pedocin, the beach where men and women had been separated by a barrier for over a century. Emmy stared at the white wall, thinking about the divisions of the past. Her ancestor, Terenzio, had lived through a time of great walls and great wars. He had seen the world break apart and spent his life trying to build things that would bring people back together. Julian stopped to unfold the glowing blueprint they had found at the Topolini. He compared it to the sketches of the San Giusto Castle and the Faro della Vittoria. "Terenzio left a trail of light across the city," Julian said, his eyes scanning the lines. "The castle protected the land, the Victory Lighthouse guided the ships, and this place, the Lanterna, was the first light of all. It's the anchor of the Great War Pact." They reached the base of the Lanterna, the city's historic lighthouse built on a circular stone fortress. Its thick walls looked like they could withstand 1,000 storms. Emmy felt a wave of dizziness as she looked up at the tower. "The notes said the intersection of the 3 lights would reveal the truth," she said, stumbling slightly on the uneven cobblestones of the pier. Emmy approached the heavy iron door at the base of the tower. She held the red gem toward the keyhole, but the gem didn't just glow, it sang. A low, humming vibration shook her arm. She realized the gem wasn't a key, it was a compass. It wasn't pointing at the door, but down, toward the very foundations where the lighthouse met the pier. "Look out!" Julian cried as Emmy leaned too far forward. But it was too late. Emmy's signature clumsiness took over. Her boot slipped on a patch of wet moss, and she tumbled sideways. As she fell, her elbow slammed into a loose, rectangular block of Istrian stone near the base of the lighthouse. Instead of hurting her, the stone clicked and slid inward, revealing a hidden cavity. Julian rushed to her side, but his attention was immediately pulled to the hole in the wall. He reached inside the dark space, his fingers brushing against something cold and metallic. "Amy, your accident just saved us months of searching," he whispered. He pulled out a heavy, circular bronze plate engraved with the seal of the architect Terenzio. They sat together on the edge of the pier, the bronze plate between them. Emmy placed the red gem into a circular dip at the center of the plate. Suddenly, the engravings began to move. The bronze gears turned, and the plate expanded, unfolding like a metallic flower. "This is the final piece," Emmy realized, her voice trembling. "The heart of the music box." As the mechanism fully opened, a holographic map projected into the night air above them. It showed the entire Gulf of Trieste, with a single, golden point of light pulsing deep beneath the waters of the harbor. "The pact," Emmy whispered. "Terenzio didn't just hide the box. He sank it where it could never be found by those who wanted to use it for war." Julian looked out over the dark, restless water of the Adriatic. The map was fading, but the location was burned into his memory. "The music box is down there, waiting for the song of the Topolini to wake it up," he said, his voice grim. "Tomorrow, we finish this. We find the box and fulfill the pact, or the music stops forever."